The French government, this is at The Guardian, the French government, which never trust The Guardian except if they're reporting on wine matters. The French government has announced it is to set aside 200 million euro to fund the destruction. So imagine how much, I didn't even realize, I didn't add this up until I was just reading it right now. That's 200 million euro to fund the destruction, but that doesn't mean 200 million euro worth of wine. It could be a fucking $1 billion worth of wine. I mean, how much wine is it actually? That aside. 200 million euro to fund the destruction of surplus wine production in an attempt to support struggling producers and shore up prices. Several major wine-producing regions in France, particularly the Bordeaux area, are struggling because of a cocktail of problems, including changes in consumption habits, the cost of living crisis, and the after effects of COVID-19. A fall in demand for wine has led to overproduction, a sharp fall in prices, and major financial difficulties for up to 1 in 3 winemakers. An initial EU fund of 160 million euro for wine destruction has been topped up to 200 million euro by the French government. So, can we just pause for a second and say, what does this mean about capitalism? I thought we're told that capitalism is so great because it efficiently decides who needs what, and it gets it to them. Now, of course, if you study it for more than 8 seconds, you understand that's not true. I mean, people need all kinds of things they can't get access to. In the United States, even medical care. And many people don't have the money for the things they need. So really what capitalism does is it finds out what the richest of the rich need, and then it gives the richest of the rich all of the things they want. That's how capitalism works. But the idea that you just destroy things, literally think about the amount of effort that went into creating the wine, the fucking growing of the grapes, the stomping on them in their bare feet, which I assume is how they still do it because there cannot be anything more technologically advanced than stomping on grapes with your bare feet. The stomping on them with their bare fucking feet to create wine, which is then left in barrels for who knows how many years. Some of this is left in barrels, and then put into bottles. And then the French government comes around and says, just fucking pour it all out. Pour it into the hills. Dump it all out. Destroy it. Set fire to it. Give it to the cows. We'll have some real nice drunk cows running around. This is the answer to solve the problem that wine is too available and therefore is getting to be cheap because there's so much of it, which means that the wine producers are struggling because there's too much wine, which makes it cheap. I mean, it is so insanely wasteful and stupid, just aggressively stupid economic system. And France is about to spend 200 million euro to destroy it. But it gets even funnier. It gets even more ironic because France happens to be the country that 3 years ago was very proud of the landmark French law that would stop unsold goods from being destroyed or thrown away. France is to ban, this is coming from, this is also from The Guardian. France is to ban designer clothes and luxury goods companies from destroying unsold or returned items under a wide-ranging anti-waste law passed by Parliament on Thursday. The groundbreaking law, which the French government claims is a world first. They were so proud of it 3 years ago. Also covers electrical items, hygiene products, and cosmetics, which must now be reused, redistributed, or recycled. The Anti-Waste and Circular Economy Bill requires producers, importers, and distributors, including online firms such as Amazon, to donate unsold non-food goods except those that pose a health or safety risk. So France proudly said 3 years ago, we're the first country to pass something that makes it illegal to just destroy stuff that's not sold. which again is not really, it still shows how horrible capitalism is because you have to pass a law to stop people from destroying things. It's like, how about create an economic system where we only make what's necessary and where people don't have shit shipped around the world. Instead, stuff is made in your area, and therefore you are expending less energy and using less fossil fuels. Anyway, and I love how this goes back to what I was saying earlier about the most efficient way. Capitalism is the most efficient way. People go, well, without capitalism, how would you wouldn't be able to get the things you want because without there's no other way to do it. First of all, there's about 1 billion other ways to do it. But secondly, you know how many people around the world right now can't get the things they want? You know how many people live in just extreme poverty in this world right now that is really dominated by capitalism? Sure, there are some socialist aspects here and there, but it is dominated by capitalism. So the idea that right now everyone's getting the things they want is fucking dumb. Then there's the idea that, oh, who knows, maybe we should actually care about this world and want to make it so that you actually only get the things you kind of need rather than just every little thing I want. Oh, it turns out I have the ability to pay for bullshit items to be shipped around the world for me at a moment's notice. Well, therefore, I should get all of them because I happen to have that money. What a dumb, awful thought. But that's how our system works. Anyway, so France puts forward this landmark bill, and then 3 years later is destroying 200 million euro worth of wine. So clearly it didn't stick. The whole idea of we're not going to waste shit, we're not going to destroy shit. I mean, here's the thing. How about donate the wine? If you really just secretly say you're destroying it and ship it all to poor people in, Bangladesh or something. I'm sure they'd love some nice French wine. But here's also, it's not just France, although this does, some of this did happen in France, but Amazon destroys millions of unsold products for destruction in like every month. This isn't even like, Amazon just destroys unbelievable amounts of shit. So this article was an undercover investigation from The Verge. Amazon labels millions of unsold products for destruction, a new investigation has found. Amazon marks millions of unsold products for destruction each year in the UK, according to the investigation. Electronics, jewelry, books, other new or gently used items in our warehouse's destruction zone. About 124,000 items at one fulfillment center. This is 124,000 items at one fulfillment center in a single week. In 1 week, in one warehouse, Amazon listed 124,000 items to be burned. There's multiple reasons why they don't just give them away. One, the biggest one is it would decrease the price, right? If you just had people handing out iPads on the street, well, that hurts the price. But beyond that, they think it hurts the branding. Like if you were to ship a bunch of T-shirts that say Nike, to just give them out for free all across Africa, then it might hurt the brand. Nike might not look as good. So brand harm is another big reason. Many third-party sellers pay to keep their stock in Amazon warehouses, but if their stuff doesn't sell, they might find it more cost-effective to just throw out the products instead of keeping them on the shelf. So it also has to do, again, with just this is the way to make the most money. All right, so that's what's going on in France, which destroying wine, ship it to me. I'll take it. I'll drink some wine, sure. Just fucking don't pour it on the hills, you assholes.